Hey everyone, this is Justin here, and today's a really big day for TradingView. They just announced their new paid spaces feature, which is a place on your profile where you can sell actual PineScript indicators that you write. After you submit them for approval, you can actually list them as a premium indicator, and people can purchase them right there on the platform. So it's a really cool feature. TradingView reached out to me personally a couple of months ago to ask me if I wanted to participate in this first trial of it. And I thought it was a great idea because if you've been familiar with the indicator selling process, it's largely been the Wild West out there where it's a lot of times hard to tell who's trustworthy. And I think centralizing the marketplace like this is a really smart idea from a trust perspective, a quality control perspective, and also a convenience perspective. So the idea is that this won't totally necessarily replace other third-party solutions like Patreon, for example. Some people use WAP, some people use Stripe. All of these will still have their place. In fact, I think Stripe in a lot of ways is very flexible because you can do whatever you want and bundle it however you want, and it's very hard to necessarily control aspects of an entire ecosystem from TradingView. But if it's simply just the scripts you want access to, I think it's a really great idea to do this. Right now, I have one script in there. I thought it was a great match for the Lorentzian classification premium script that, of course, has been in the works for 2 years now. It's really made possible by all of my subscribers over on Patreon who, over the past couple of years, have provided incredible feedback, suggestions, ongoing discussion, and the amount of innovation that has come out of these discussions and suggestions over on Patreon, over on Discord. The AI Edge community on Discord is over 6,000 people now, and there are so many golden threads out there where people are sharing their experiences, sharing their settings, sharing their knowledge, and it's been a really cool process. This Lorentzian indicator, right from the beginning, even the open source version was very popular. It won like script of the year, most valuable script of the year. It won the Editor's Pick Award, Top Editor's Pick Award. But I think beyond that, what's been really just so cool is seeing the types of people it brings into the community and the types of ideas they have for improving it, but also the adjacent tools that kind of make it even more powerful. And a common question we get is, how do you actually set up the settings for this? So I've gone through a lot of effort to create this website over here. So it's just ai-edge.io. And if you go to the indicators section, you'll notice a very detailed breakdown of every single setting in the indicator. It's all interactive, perfectly mirrored to what you would see in the interface. And it gives you some intuition on the purpose, impact, or recommendations. So it's a great way to learn about it, what it's capable of. And of course, what's been really what I've been up to the past 6 months to the past year has been really getting this Lorentzian optimizer service down. And I think this is going to be incredibly powerful because it will tell you the optimal settings for setting up your indicator. So you would give it the time frame and import the data from TradingView, and it will run through every combination of settings and explore really a very vast parameter space in an intelligent way, using real machine learning algorithms to narrow down the search and ultimately converge on very powerful settings that are unique to whatever time frame you're on. So I'll make more videos on this in the future, and I think that a lot of you will get a lot of benefit out of this regardless of what you're trading in. I think this overall concept of optimizing and seeing the patterns in the data, seeing where the regions of stability are for settings, this is a very powerful concept. And honestly, it's something that's not done right. A lot of times you hear about these optimizers, these AI optimizers, and in reality, most people's concept of an AI optimizer is just sending your query to ChatGPT or another large language model. If you're lucky, they might do some RAG under the hood or some retrieval. But for the most part, it's pretty terrible, the types of optimizers you see out there. And I really wanted to do this the right way with real machine learning algorithms that the likes of like Airbnb and Uber, these are real techniques that people use to explore and optimize models. And in this case, we're optimizing indicators, and a light supervised model for Lorentzian classification works great for this type of thing. And I suspect a lot of other indicators out there would also work great in this type of a framework. So I think it's really exciting. I'll make a fully more detailed video on that in the future. And there's also just a lot of really great stuff that I want to be talking more about and exposing. By virtue of you just joining this paid space, you'll get access to all of the resources on Patreon, including all of the videos. And this will take a little bit of time to get right. So just know that that is in the works. I'm currently redoing a lot of the pricing structure as well. If you've, of course, been a member in the past under the older pricing structure, right now on Patreon, no worries, you'll be fully grandfathered that. But just know in the coming days, it's going to be reconfigured to match more of what you see in the paid space feature. And I think this will really enable for a lot more ambitious projects like the Lorentzian optimizer project I was just showing you. And I think just looking forward, there's a lot of really cool ways to bring some of these more frontier ML techniques and algorithms to financial markets. And that's really what I'm the most excited about. That's the whole idea behind AI Edge as a paid space, but also a community over on Discord. So I'll include all of the relevant links down below. Feel free to check those out. And until next time, stay curious, stay critical, and I will see you in the next video.